start this video, the latest one, it's welcome you back to the shed. Got the fire lit because it's freezing. It's the first week of a brand new year, and you know, a lot of us have come through, you know, an awful lot of stuff over the, well, not just the past 12 months, maybe the last 4 years, where people's lives have been upside down. And you know, we're going to try and do these videos, you know, once a week, once a fortnight, whatever, just to bring, but like for this one, there was that much information. It's like a tsunami of information that got, and to select one thing that's current and pertinent is an absolute nightmare to try and do, because you know, none of these videos are scripted or anything. It's just my observations, my beliefs, my contentions, and I'm just putting them out there for people to, you know, observe on, comment on if they wish to, or to just, they're just my beliefs and my take after 65 years of walking this planet, the same as you are. You know, you have beliefs, and like the column or the backbone, if you like, of what I'm going to try and say here, I'm going to like be a bit selfish in one reason, because we're going to address, you know, some legal issues and law issues, and I'm going to try and bring them into one focus, because like we've done videos that were just chats and we were having a laugh and having a talk and stuff, and like the information that a lot of people, I believe, are looking for and will be of value to them is scattered over some 3 or 4 different videos. So you know, there's a lot of people who I'm interacting with and we're working stuff out with legally and through the court system and stuff. You know, they've got a lot of like issues that they're dealing with and stuff, and it's difficult to try and like put that stuff over in a group situation. So like I'm going to try and condense some of the stuff that we've done over the other videos and the stuff that I'm actually involved in trying to like sort out with other people. And I've got a letter that I'll go through, and I'm going to try and offer you solutions. I'm going to try and put over to you a different way of looking at the whole situation that I believe will be helpful to you, that it maybe allay some of the fear that we're undergoing, because we've got to break through. We've got to get away from these people who are absolutely destroying every aspect of your life. I mean, they have malicious intent towards you personally, and you know, physically, and to your family. That's been clearly demonstrated time and time again. You know, and these people who are perpetrating this tyranny and this jackboot society, and this generating this fear and stuff, you know, I mean, they're put there just on our TV screens. They're presented to us, you know, within the media. They're advocated towards us through the school system and through every facet of our lives up until whatever year of the calendar you're actually living in now. You've been absolutely dominated by this torrent of beliefs, and that's what I'm going to try and hang what I'm saying in now, is beliefs. Because you know, the older I get and the longer I meditate on these things, and the deeper I look into scripture, and the ways I look out and see the performance out of these men and women, and see how these catastrophes can take place, and you condense it down and you boil it down to the skeleton of it. For me, it comes down to belief. What do you believe? What do I believe? What do the people in charge believe? What do your family believe? What do your children believe? Because beliefs at the bottom line are what motivates you forward. It's beliefs that get you up out of bed in the morning. It's beliefs that get young men and women, you know, to go and take a rifle or a machine gun and go and machine gun people in other countries. It's all based on a belief, because there's no animosity, there's no grievance, there's no wrong been done to them. It's that they've had this system that they've been sheep dipped in from the moment burst into the hospital delivery room. They've just been saturated with these beliefs that they have now obviously interpreted into reality, that this stuff is real, that it is being perpetrated on what we're perceiving. And the chaos has ensued, mayhem has ensued, because, you know, the men and women who are ruling and who are governing and who run the House of Lords and the Parliament, and they run the top echelons of the law, the Crown Bar Society. I mean, they're just men and women the same as you and I are, and they hold beliefs, and those beliefs get them up in the morning. Those beliefs propel them into professions. Those beliefs propel them into positions of authority. They're just beliefs. They believe that they are better than you. They truly and honestly believe it. There's no doubt in their mind whatsoever. They believe that you were there to be governed, and that you were there to be kept in your place, in your position, your low position, your impoverished position, your blind position. And to do that, they must affect everything you believe from every angle. You must believe that this is a good thing, that this is a natural thing, that this is a normal thing, this is a normal society, that this is the way the world operates, that it couldn't be any other way. And that's a belief that I don't know what percentage of the country or the planet hold, but it must be up in the 70% of people believe that this is just the way it is, that this is normal. But it says who? How did you come to believe that you're there to jump to the rules that men and women who maybe have totally different beliefs from you, that they're going to come down and they're going to take your property, they're going to take your wealth, they're going to take your peace, that they're going to make you afraid, that you're not going to feel safe within your home anymore, because the door may come in, and it's all legal, it's all lawful as far as they're concerned. That's their belief, and they hold to it, and they move by it, and they gain great wealth and power and authority by it, and their beliefs. And you've opted in. As far as they're concerned, you have opted in to their belief system without realising or knowing what their belief system is. That's a big mistake, because their society and their belief system are secret. They are secret societies. They're not open to you. You're not a party to those societies. You're kept in the ignorance, you're kept in darkness, you're cajoled, you're fed on bread and circuses. You are to be kept in your place. There's a brilliant programme that was on for years and years. It was called Yes Minister, with Sir Humphrey Appleby and the Prime Minister. And there's a scene in there, and it's called The Proper Function or the Proper Nature of Government, where the Prime Minister, he's played in like a gullible. He's supposed to be our representative, and he's saying about it's come to his attention that the government have been supplying arms to terrorists, Italian terrorists, and we've got to do something about this, Sir Humphrey. And you'd have to watch the interchange, and Sir Humphrey was, oh no, come Minister, and he was saying, well, innocent lives are being destroyed through these arms, and Sir Humphrey was saying, oh, that's a Foreign Office matter, Minister, nothing to do with us, and that's a Home Office matter. And you'd have to watch the piece. It's enlightening. And Margaret Thatcher said it was her favourite programme. I doubt that very much, but he had to comment because he was laying bare the whole way it operates behind the scenes. So, like, beliefs are going to motivate what you take from this video. Your beliefs and are going to reflect what you're going to forget. Because you're going to filter information. So, like, the information that I'm going to give you is my beliefs. It's my take. It's what I've found works for me and fits for me, because for me I just try to keep these things simple, because the people that are in charge of just want you completely placed within a prison system that is psychic, that is mental, and that is legal, and that the whole enterprise is that you will be unaware, that you will be compliant, you will agree that your enslavement is going to be a beneficial thing to you and your family and your children, and so that can be enforced. They have created a whole system called the legal system, the legal society and the law society and the Crown Bar Association, and it's got its pomp, it's got its majesty, it's got its history, and it also has its beliefs, it has its own terminology, it has its own mode of conduct, it has presumptions that it makes, it has a whole raft of different beliefs, and it's a society, it's the law society, it's the legal society. These are legal criminal matters that are being moved against you, which are part of a society. Well, just from my perspective, just as a common garden lorry driver and a dock worker and a father and a grandfather, I never joined your society. I never joined the legal society. And did you ever consciously join the legal society? Did you ever make a decision to say, I wish to be a member of the legal society? It looks like a great society. But it's a society. It's, to me, my simple philosophy as a man, trying to look at this clearly and logically and work this mess out, is that I never joined the legal society. I never joined the Boy Scout society, because I don't wish to be a Boy Scout. I don't wish to wear a green cap. I don't wish to say dib dib dib, and I don't wish to tie my shoelaces in a certain manner. So I did not join the Boy Scout society. I did not join the Quaker society. I wish to speak, I wish to sing, I wish to make a noise. Within the Quaker society, they like to keep quiet, and that's fine. Everyone who wants to subscribe to the Quaker society and be quiet and to live a godly life, well, God bless them. That's their society. But they can't come and enforce their society's rules and regulations upon me. I'm a non-member. I didn't join the co-op society. I'm not a member. The rules and the regulations are absolutely irrelevant to me. There's no requirement for me to know them. There's no law that says I've got to follow them. I'm not a member. It's a society. My definition of where is I'm a man. The same as you are, the same as you will be a woman, probably watching. You're a man or a woman. You know, you was created and placed here in the image of your Creator, Almighty God, to govern and to be in charge of your own destiny and your own discoveries and your own journey from A to B, from cradle to grave. That's what we're here to do. We're all equal under the law. That's a truth that is not dropped into many people's perceptions, because obviously they can see that the law is not equal when they see Prince Andrew being interviewed and paying off, and guests coming on and backing him up, and all the horror that's going on with what's current in the newspapers and what's on the news. You know, the people need to scratch the surface and just look a little deeper at what is actually going on here, because all this is fashioned to affect your beliefs. That there's a book and a journalist I suggest you have a look at, and her name is Whitney Webb, and she's written 2 books called One Nation Under Blackmail. This was a massive global, worldwide blackmailing operation run through the universities and the banks and this is what they don't want you to know, because the academics in the universities have been blackmailed. The court system, all blackmailed. This is a nation that is being run by blackmailed individuals who are terrified and who are frightened of a system that stands behind them and is killing everybody. And it's down to men and women have got to step in, and we've got to step up, and we've got to realise that we are being had over. We are being led like lambs to the slaughter while we're watching Coronation Street. Or what Coronation Street is, well, I remember years ago talking about beliefs and the power of these mediums that they have to influence your beliefs. I remember years ago Hilda Ogden and Stan Ogden, and years ago, and she was a favourite character on Coronation Street way back then. She's died now. She was a lovely lady, and she played this lady. She was a cleaner with a headscarf, and she had a Mac that she always wore, was a trademark for 20-30 years, however long she was in the programme. And one of the storylines was that a Mac got stolen, and she was upset and blah. And it come to a point where I think it was Granada Television had to make an appeal through all the newspapers of the day for people to please stop sending Macs to the TV studio. They were inundated with Macs from people who were heartbroken that this fictitious character written in a script, but they believe it. The power of belief is amazing, and these poor people were broken hearted for this character in a soap opera. And more or less everything that you're watching is designed to produce that same effect, that same phenomenon, is that you have a belief that it's going to mould you in some way. It's going to cause you to believe that other people are on the same page as you are, that think the same way as you do. And this is what these people who are running our country and running our governments and running our court system have fashioned to produce within each and every one of us, that we must believe that these people who are in charge are okay, that they are the same as us, they have the same basic tenets as we have: live and let live, you know, lift people up, you know. Yeah, the corrupt, everyone knows the corrupt, but that's the belief they want us to instill. You know, we remember the MPs' expense scandals, where they were just robbing you left, right and centre, and all of them were in on it. Yeah, that was the system. One of them even commented, well, yes, I got a claim for something or other, a duck house or a something or other. And he said, well, yeah, that's the system. These people have created a system that is absolutely amazing for them within their system. You watched the documentary Partygate when you were all locked in your house, when the emails were going back and forward saying how they were going to create and present a new variant for you and how you were going to be terrified. That's all printed, that's all public knowledge. And while they were partying and snorting God knows what and carrying on, and these people live on a different planet than you do. They don't think the way you do. They don't act the way you do. And Boris Johnson laid it out in a speech when he was speaking to the UN at the same time as this was going on. And you need to listen to a portion of it.
You may keep your secrets from your friends, from your parents, your children, your doctor, even your personal trainer. But it takes real effort to conceal your thoughts from Google. Smart cities will pullulate with sensors, all joined together by the Internet of Things. Bollards communing invisibly with lampposts, so there is always a parking space for your electric car, and the urban environment is as antiseptic as a Zurich pharmacy. A future Alexa will pretend to take orders, but this Alexa will be watching you, clucking her tongue and stamping her foot. Your mattress will monitor your nightmares, your fridge will beep for more cheese, your front door will sweep wide the moment you approach like some silent butler, are we doomed to a cold and heartless future in which computer says yes or computer says no, with the grim finality of an emperor in the arena? AI. What will it mean? Helpful robots washing and caring for an aging population, or pink-eyed terminators sent back from the future to cull the human race? What will synthetic biology stand for? Restoring our livers and our eyes with miracle regeneration of the tissues like some fantastic hangover cure? Or will it bring terrifying limbless chickens to our tables? Will nanotechnology help us to beat disease, or will it leave tiny robots to replicate in the crevices of our souls? It is a trope as old as literature that any scientific advance is punished by the gods. When Prometheus brought fire to mankind in a tube of fennel, as you may remember, with his brother Epimetheus, Zeus punished him by chaining him to a Tartarian crag while his liver was pecked out. I talked about a hangover cure. His liver was pecked out by an eagle, and every time his liver regrew, the eagle came back and pecked it again. And this went on forever.
Because this guy is unbelievable. He's talking about how your Alexa box that sits in the corner waiting for your instructions and to answer your questions, it's saying it won't be doing that for much longer. It wasn't designed to do that. That was the worm on the hook, so that you would swallow it and bring it into your living room and begin to interact with it like it's your friend, or it's your brain, or it's your knowledge bank. Well, that's not what it was designed to do. It was designed to bark orders at you. And if you don't believe me, listen to your ex-Prime Minister. Listen to the one who locked you up in your house. Let him tell you that when you're walking down the streets, the lampposts are going to be listening and picking up everything that's on your phone, on your device. They're going to be able to monitor your heartbeat. They're going to be able to zoom in with cameras. You're going to be under total surveillance 24/7. And he's going on about Zeus, and he's going on about bringing down the Promethean fire. I mean, you never seen that in the COVID interviews. You never seen him carrying on like that when he was on the TV with Matt Hancock, telling us about how we must buckle down for a couple of weeks. No, you've seen a completely fake Boris Johnson. He was just adding to your beliefs that you must be afraid, that you must stay in the house, that you must be traumatised, that they were going to put you in a state of fear, because they know that in a state of fear you will be easily manipulated. You will want normality resumed as soon as possible, because men and women are not meant to live in fear. We're not meant to live in isolation. We're meant to live in community. We're supposed to be uplifting and helping one another and being a support to one another. And that's the one plug that they felt they must pull, that you must be isolated, you must be afraid, you must be cut off from your own best interests. And in that situation, people look around mentally and spiritually, and they just want normalcy back. And that's what they did. That's what they said they were going to do. That we can have normalcy back, that we can have our lives back, that we can see our mums and dads again, that we can see our granddads again, if we all roll our sleeves up and take this lance. And that will bring normalcy back. And people were that frightened, they were that traumatised, they were that soaked in this belief system through the TV and through the social media and through these cowards who were movie stars and pop stars and trying to get all our young people to take this. And now many of them are dead. Members of my own family, 18 years of age, dead. Sports stars, dead. It's the highest death rate out of any demographic, is like the young people, and we're struggling to believe it. And it's right in front of you. All the people, the mortgage, the people who do the life insurance policies have been screaming that this is unprecedented, that more people in the first 12 months after that died than in the Vietnam War. That was just in America. Worldwide, it was the equivalent of the Second World War, and it was right in front of us. No one mentioned it. It was like it was just one of them things. And now you're getting adverts on the TV that's saying you must get used to it. That the young children, the toddlers, the babies, we're not perceiving, we're dipped in this belief system that we must overcome for our own survival. These people are evil individuals. You've got to believe it. These people are wicked beyond your wildest imagination. You must believe it. These people have been writing for 100 years of what they are going to do to us, at what they want, that what they have planned to us, and they are deadly serious, and they are doing it, and you are standing in the midst of it, and you are scratching your head wondering, can this be real? Well, it is real. They are by no means satisfied, and the people that have set this system up have got you in a box where you don't know what to believe. And you must step out of that box. You must get out of the box. You must get out of the box in the courtroom. You must get out of the box in your mind. And more importantly, you must get out of the box that you've been spiritually crammed into, and set yourself free and look at this thing for what it is. It is a fraud, and it is a deception. It is dangerous, and it's here to take your life. It's here to take your children's lives. Start taking these people seriously, because they are not buffoons. They are actors. They are deceivers. They are devils incarnate, and they are going to kill every last one of us if we don't change our belief systems and do it real quick, because these people are coming back. They're coming back with more of the same. They are going to turn this legal system and this law society loose on each and every one of us, and we need a defence mechanism. We need a way to stand. We need a way to be united, and we need a way to be courageous. And that's the next part. What I'm going to go into is the court system and how we make a stand, and that's the selfish part, because we're all actively involved, and I'll present my take on it, how I handle it. And people have asked me to do these videos over the last couple of years, because I've been interacting and doing this for quite a while. So I'll lay that down in the next part.